Welcome back and good afternoon to the Mindbender Mental Performance Podcast. I am your host, Miguelito Kowalski. Thank you for all of you out there for joining us today on our continuation of the book breakdown mini seminar for the Let Them Play book, A Parenting and Coaching Guide to Youth Sports. Today, Chapter 3, written by the great Enrique Byroness, the former Lycée baseball player. I don't know what he's up to after Lycée, but certainly he's been out there writing and staying active there. Let's go right to the book. In Chapter 3, Understanding Our Role. In order to understand coaching and parenting, we must first understand the different phases of development our kids will go through in their life and athletic journey. Through my experience as a player, parent, and coach, I've concluded that there are 3 different periods in a young athlete's development that unquestionably require 3 very different parenting and coaching strategies and actions. So right off the bat, the awareness to understand that there's different phases, and don't get married to getting dug in on one particular approach when a different approach or another approach that may make more sense is a better delivery method resonates, move the meter in a new way with the person who plays the sport. That's a good thing, right? Be aware of that. Back to the book. I love that. Back to the book. The first is what we refer to as the planting seeds years, ages 1 through 6. So important, man. Get your kids 1 through 5 around a good group of other kids. Get them with the spirit of strength and somewhat competent to be able to just play with other children in a manner that, is you can project forward and understand, okay, the kid's going to be fine. He's socially integrating in the social dance that we all must dance. But some of us don't dance. We trip and fall and don't get up. And some trip and fall and turn that trip and fall into a beautiful dance. Back to the book. The second phase of the athlete's development is, quote, the formative years, end quote, ages 7 to 12. So that's right in my sweet spot. That's where I'm at. I got 9-year-old Elijah, 7-year-old Emma. Here we go, the little E's. Not so little anymore. Back to the book. The third and final period of development and influence we will have on that maturation process is what we will refer to as, quote, the guiding years, end quote, ages 13 and beyond. That's wow. Back to the book. Our goal is to produce athletes who know and love their sport. Athletes that have confidence in their training and instincts because they have been battle tested and perfected. Athletes and children who are prepared and practice at owning their path. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, that is what I trained for. Sports are an incredible outlet for young gohards to display their emotions while developing not only as athletes, but most importantly as human beings. The takeaway from these on-field experiences is so far beyond the trophy, but it's up to us to help bring them to light. Being a coach or a parent to an athlete, you are entrusted to be the gatekeeper and illuminator to these lessons. Ultimately, our ability to recognize and appropriately convey these teachings is what will get our kids to value them. Good luck. So, immediately when I read through that, I thought to myself, where have I heard that, but just delivered differently? And it was profound and impactful. And obviously the author here, Enrique Byroness, has chosen his words wisely. And we can all learn a lesson from just choosing the right words. I'm sure it was tough to reduce chapters down to a page. That in itself, saying less, but being more impactful with what you say. I mean, the lesson's clear in the chapters here, but back to the book, entrusted to be the gatekeeper and illuminator. I thought to myself about that last bit of the as we conclude understanding our role in the future New York Times bestseller, the Let Them Play, a parenting guide and coaching guide to youth sports. I'd be remiss not to talk about what it actually reminded me of, but just delivered in a different way. A book just like this book that has had a big impact on me and my ability to coach and, deliver a message in a educational, energetic, and empowering way. So that would be the great book by Joe Ehrman, Inside Out Coaching. And when he talks about his process, he talks about being a transformational, not a transactional coach. So a transformational coach is dedicated to self-understanding and empathy. We've got to offer that. We can't give that which we do not have. So it starts with us. Understanding self and empathy. Viewing sports as virtuous and a virtue-giving discipline. Transformational coaches believe young people can grow and flourish in sports in a way that is more liberating and instructive than can be achieved through almost any other activity. We do know in this world that we live in now of, the third leading cause of disability in America is depression and anxiety, and we've got kids who, these young go-hards who are full of twisted steel and panther piss, man, maybe they need to get tired out. My big thing is I want to tire myself out by the end of the day. If I hit the pillow and I'm just not like ready to go to sleep, something I left out there, I got to get it out of me. So, you might want to go hit 1,000 tennis balls. You might want to sit in your garage in Arizona and ride your bike until you're just like you got out of a pool. Whatever helps it get it out of you is what I'm saying. Go do that thing. That might be eat the apple, walk around the block. Good. Start there. Make it the next easiest step. All right. I got to roll. I'm hopping on with my boy. I got a new guy. I'd love to say his name, but he likes to keep a low profile, and he's only 15. I don't know what to tell you. But Mindbender Mental Performance Coaching, big things are happening. Opportunity is now here. You see the new and improved business card there. You see it right there. Hit me up. Shoot me a text. FaceTime me. I'll pick up. My brother tells you I won't. I will. Because the greatest ability is availability. The best is yet to come. Don't go be putting a period where God's putting a comma. We'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you to Enrique Byron-S, the former Licey Tigres baseball player, for the book. The world is a better place because you exist, my man.